Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
A foster mother today told of her grief and incomprehension after the delightful toddler she cared for was brutally murdered by his biological father just weeks after he was awarded custody. The devastating impact of defenseless Damien Russell's killing was laid bare as evil tattoo artist Daniel Hardcastle was jailed for life and ordered to serve a minimum of 22 years. In an emotional statement, the foster mother, who cared for Damien as her own son for 10 months, said she could never begin to understand why someone would want to do something so evil to such an innocent ray of sunshine. She spoke out as a safeguarding review was launched into whether the agencies tasked with protecting the vulnerable toddler could have done more. Damien was removed from his birth mother at 10 months old and placed with the foster parents. But following a DNA test which confirmed he was the father, Hardcastle applied for custody. He fought through the family court to take care of Damien, winning sole custody in May last year following a 12-month assessment period. The pair moved to a flat in Blackpool, with support from family members, social workers, and mental health charity Dad Matters. Damien was allocated a nursery place and there was a playgroup across the road. But fatefully Hardcastle's mother was taken into hospital, and he began drinking. On August 19, 2023, Hardcastle called 999 reporting his son had fallen on a coffee table while playing. Police and paramedics who rushed to the flat were instantly skeptical about the account Hardcastle gave. Attempts had been made to clean blood from the floor and blood-stained clothes and bedding had been placed in bin bags and the washing machine. Damien had injuries from head to toe, front to back, his trial heard. 2 days after the attack, Damien's life support was withdrawn and he died in Manchester Children's Hospital. Scans and a post-mortem confirmed Damien had suffered a litany of injuries over at least 3 days before the serious head injury which resulted in his death. Among them were a bite mark to his leg, which Hardcastle claimed he had caused during rough play a week earlier. However, experts said Damien must have been in agony and screaming as a result of the injury. Senior Investigating Officer Detective Superintendent Alan Davies said Hardcastle was a vile and despicable individual. There were also a number of fractured ribs and a serious injury to Damien's mouth, where his father had forced a sippy cup into his face, causing his lip to detach from his gum. Yesterday a jury at Preston Crown Court took less than 2 hours to find Hardcastle, 31, guilty of murdering Damien. As he returned to court to be sentenced today, a moving statement was read on behalf of his former foster mother, who asked not to be identified. She said, "Damien was a delight, he would light up a room with his smile and his chuckle." Seeing how quickly he was developing and bouncing back from earlier troubles in his earlier problems in his life was a true testament to his spirit and what a strong young man he was. Looking to the future and the opportunities Damien missed out on, it is heartbreaking to know he will not get the chance to fulfill his potential. There were so many opportunities out there for him that he will now never grasp. Damien could have grown up to do whatever he wanted, with a loving family and support network around him, but this was taken away from him. I cannot begin to understand what Damien went through at the hands of Hardcastle, and why someone would want to do something so evil to such an innocent ray of sunshine. Thinking of how Damien suffered in the days before his death will stay with me. Delivering her own statement to her only grandson, Hardcastle's mother Linda said, "Damien made me so happy. Now I just feel sad, heartbroken. I think about him every single day. There is so much I just don't understand and I probably never will. There are so many questions I have, questions that will probably never be answered. I want to remember everything about Damien, about who he was. I loved Damien so much. I still do. I always will." Imposing a life sentence with a minimum term of 22 years, Mrs. Justice Hill told Hardcastle he had grossly abused your position of trust. You were Damien's father and he was in your sole care. He was a helpless child. It